the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 versus the Kodak Charmera. Like most people, I get shy filming in public. Today, let's compare these pocket cameras to find the perfect stealthy tool for the introvert vlogger. One is a technical pocket powerhouse with dreamy 240 FPS slow motion, and the other one has a Y2K nostalgic charm. Let's see which one captures those quiet, cozy moments best without drawing attention. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Perfectly Cozy. I recently picked up a DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and makes dreamy images for something this small, but the question remains, do you need this camera to make beautiful images? With intention, we will compare the two most popular pocket cameras on the market. We're going to do something quite fun. I'm going to show you the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 versus the Kodak Charmera. Now the Osmo Pocket 4 shoots in 4K and the Kodak Charmera films at a stunning 1440 by 1080. Specs aside, both have a vibe and their own look and feel. I've been filming my morning coffee at bench under the soft light lately with the Osmo Pocket 4. For the introverted cozy creator, there is a joy in capturing the soft light or a morning coffee. But on a day I feel comfortable. It's only on the days that I'm feeling more confident that I'm up there, up close, filming something like this. Sometimes you don't want attention and you focus inwards, just on yourself. But both these cameras, they're covert, stealthy, and most importantly cozy. I find the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 the perfect introvert camera because sometimes you just don't want to be seen with a bigger camera, but also the Kodak Charmera is also what we would call a pocket camera. It literally fits in my palm. Just then that was filmed with the Osmo Pocket 4. Let's try it with the Kodak Charmera now. Filming this batch of Aussie bottle brush in Brunswick, see the textures that each camera creates. The Osmo Pocket 4 sharp and the Charmera soft. I think the Charmera wins in terms of cozy resolution. I actually like how the Charmera handles flares. It's quite a beautiful looking image. It reminds me of my childhood cameras that I had when I was younger. See how it handles the blacks differently to the Osmo Pocket 4. But of course for a shot like this where you're filming yourself talk, the Charmera does struggle a bit just because it doesn't have a gimbal. The thing the Charmera doesn't do as well is slow motion. It can't do slow motion. I mean, it can create an interesting looking image, but when it comes to actual slow motion, it doesn't have the ability to, but the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 does have the ability to do slow motion. 240 frames per second on this camera looks really interesting, especially how it slows the world down with the lighting. But you can do slow motion in post-production with the Charmera. It has more of a vintage feeling, like a grandmother's cardigan or an old record. And I'm supposed to be getting a coffee, but I keep seeing things that I want to film, so since it's a nice day. The Osmo 4 has vivid colours, like a colouring book brought to life. Also, the battery life on the Charmera is a lot less than the Osmo Pocket 4. Sometimes it's good to try something new. How are you enjoying this format of just me going for a walk in the area and just conversing, sharing the nice images I see in a day? Hope this is quite comforting and relaxing, but wow, it's nice when the light is so nice too. Looks like I have to walk around. I don't usually take this path, but we'll see. Also, how are you finding the outfit today? Give a bit more of a exploring vibe. We'll do a comparison with the two cameras. But look at that. I wouldn't have seen that if I didn't come on this path. The question is, which one looks better? And as I'm doing my routine walk in the neighborhood, I slow down to notice how my fabric is glistening in the sunlight. The fibers, Japanese materials handcrafted by artisans. And in that moment, a train passes nearby. It truly feels like the Charmera does feel vintage, different to the modern train passing nearby, or the modern microphone clipped to me right now. We're near Osoi now. How was that walk? The Charmera is whimsical and down to earth. Train tracks near Albion. Actually, one of the reasons I really love Osoi is that it is on the train tracks. Beautiful. That took like 1 second to pull out the Charmera and shoot. And the thing about these smaller cameras, again for introverts, just very quickly, you can pick up the camera, film. But how do they hold up in a cafe setting? Many introverted cozy vlogs are created over coffee. Experience a coffee on the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 right now. The way that this camera catches steam rising, or the reflection as coffee pours out of the glass and into a ceramic cup. There's a perfectly brewed batch that I'm about to taste. I'm gonna feel this, smell this. The light passing through Osoi as a train passes. And I love the taste of coffee at Osoi, especially when seated right here with the window light coming through. And light does dance through here. And you can see the trinkets all around. Cute, whimsical, full of joy, hidden. And life is a little game. And sometimes that's just life. Slow it down and you'll see, up close, the magic. Of course I get a hojicha at the end. Hojicha is nice. I love the colour. And I catch a train passing slowly in the background, but I'm ready. Stealthy in hand, my Osmo Pocket 4, just a gentle movement, and I'm able to slow the whole world down. I'm able to enjoy this beautiful image, and I can return the camera back to myself. And that's how I get the shot. Now each camera has their own charm. Let's invite the Kodak Charmera to charm us right now. The same cozy image of steam rising, the coffee cup will pour, captured on the Kodak Charmera. And you can see the nostalgic haze in the images, like grain on the lens. People try to add that in, but this comes with that look already. All these pocket cameras are a little crude. Yeah, I don't know if this is a conventional DJI Osmo Pocket 4 versus Kodak Charmera video. A lot of people would probably focus more on the specs, but I'm here to focus more on the feelings that they evoke. And both cameras have their own positives, and I think both cameras are mostly positives. They're pocket cameras. I mean, it's just beautiful that you can carry something in your pocket and create beautiful memories with. That's quite amazing in its own way. But both of them evoke different feelings, and both of them can be used especially for the introvert who wants to get out there and film something. And while recording, I bump into a friendly Brunswick face. Of course, you have to say hi and have a chat with people. Nacho is there, a lovable, friendly doggy, and that's what I love about Brunswick. People here and their dogs, they smile. Sorry, I'm just like recording for a second just because I think this is a cool interaction. What's her name? It's a small world. What I will say though is the Osoi is now closed and no one's here. And that's really interesting how time can go so quick when you have a nice conversation. And I just want to say, if you do see me around and out and about in Brunswick or around town, do come up and say hi. I really do enjoy the encouragement that this channel has brought. And as the sun sets on this beautiful cafe in Melbourne's coziest suburb, it's time to be a little bit brave and try and film the magic hour on Sydney Road. I think it's time to take these pocket cameras out because there are nice images waiting to be captured, like memories that we all can make. Remember how I said the DJI has better battery than the Kodak Charmera? Well, that's very true. Magic hour on Sydney Road, always a beautiful sight. In the end, all I can do with it is take a few pictures. And it occurs to me that that's what the Charmera is all about. I mean, first and foremost, it is a Kodak camera. Look at the vintage textures, the feelings they evoke. It's a camera first and foremost. The Osmo Pocket 4 is a video recorder which can take photos. And the Kodak Charmera is a camera which can take video. Together, they work. This isn't a Kodak Charmera versus DJI. They can come together and make something, like the very video you're watching right now. And like most days, I pass this beautiful yellow van. I've filmed this before. If you've seen the channel, you know. Tonight this van showed me something. The Kodak Charmera, like the van, represents the old patina, yellow, cozy. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 can slow the world down in 4K, modern, but together the old and new come together, and you too can create an ideal world with whichever camera you have in your pocket. And most of us, we do have a camera in our pocket. So, my question is, what does your day look like? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found calm, peace, and inspiration in the images. And I'll see you next time.